is Johnny Wrestling or Johnny Takeover, as my shirt says. And listen, I want you to listen. Like, we're involved right now. It's crazy, it's loud, it's hectic. We're in New York City, but I want you to listen to No Holds Barred Network.
Enough is enough. They're always taking their sides, careless and plus and minus their divide.
Hey guys, welcome back to the No Holds Barred Network with another episode of Under the Ropes. I'm your host, as always, Tiffany, the EVP of Giggles, the Heartbreak Chick, and also your Queen of the Indies. I can't believe it. We're 14 episodes in to Under the Ropes. It's insanity. So we have to bring on another special guest over here, Frank from IWA. Thank you. What is going on?
How are you, Tiff?
I'm good. I'm excited. I'm excited for this interview. You excited?
Who's this girl? You know it.
That's so awesome. So I'm a huge fan of your promotion. I always come out I think when did I come out? Like months ago, because everybody knows I follow Anthony Gangone, and then I find amazing promotions, and of course you're the reason why. And I keep coming back, even when Gangone's not even booked. I've been to shows when Gangone wasn't booked on your show because I love your promotion. So, and then we have a show coming up this Saturday, which I'm excited for. And then I will be there. I will be there with Ray, who does Indy Talks with me. So we'll be sitting at a table. So
yes, you would.
I'm gonna be heckling your wrestlers.
All right, that's cool.
I'm hoping I have a Too Good tank top.
Okay, there you go, Ace and Lewis.
If you guys, I know I haven't been posting it on Twitter, but I've been posting on Facebook. I've been doing a daily asking for a Too Good tank top because us girls, like, their t-shirts. Like, I just got a t-shirt given to me yesterday of Alex Zane. I'm swimming in it, and I feel like that's why I need some tank tops. So.
Hey, there you go, guys. Too good. You gotta make it happen.
So we'll see. So 15 days I've been posting. Today's day 15 of this Too Good tank top. So hopefully Saturday I'll be rocking a Too Good tank top.
Hey.
Anyway, all right. So let's get into this interview. Are you ready?
All right, let's do this.
All right. If you guys are in the chat, if you have some questions, drop them into the chat. We're gonna see what's going on. So we're gonna start. How did you get involved in this business?
Okay, how did I get involved in this business? Well, to make it very briefly, I don't want to go into a lot of naming names and this and that, but in 2013, through a common friend that I have in softball, everybody knows me, I'm big into softball, my daughters are, I've been playing for a lot of years, coaching. So I had this common friend that was a indie wrestler, and he invited me to one event they were doing here in Newark in 2013. I went in, I loved it, I met the promoter, met the guys, and I was invited into the family to be a referee. So I started in being as a referee, all right? I pay my dues. From ring crew to cleaning up, to referee, to manager, to being kidnapped, to being thrown in the back of the trunk, to being, I done it all. So I did pay my dues. And that's how I started. Shortly after that, then I started doing my own thing.
Awesome. Okay, hold on. They're telling me they're hearing an echo. Let me just check.
Okay.
Meter over here. It's always an issue because we changed something because the programs are just, it's always something. All right, hold on. All right. Hopefully that's better right now. You
Uh,
guys let me know in the chat if it's better now. Like, so should be okay.
all right.
Yeah, I think it should be. Oh, I know what it is. I think it's this. All right. Say something.
Something.
Okay, that should be it. Hopefully that's it. You guys let me know if it's better now. That should have been it. Um. Okay. So let's keep going on with this. What is the origin of IWA?
All right. IWA started. It wasn't IWA. When I first started running shows on my own, it started as a community event in here in the town of Newark. I did a back to school. I believe it was 2017, if I'm not mistaken. I did a back to school show free for the community. We had a great turnaround. I mean, we had, I think it was close to 1,500 people. So that from there, we did another show, and IWA pretty much came from there. We saw that people were interested. We, generate a quick interest in people. So I said, all right, so let's continue this journey.
Wow. I love it. I love it. Well, you just recently changed the name of IWA from it was Ironbound Wrestling Alliance, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
And going back to the story that I just told you about the back to school, when I first did that show, we were called. I needed a name. All right, we were like a fan. We weren't an organized in the promotion. We were just me, being that I come from a reputable place. I was doing a community show. So what happened was I needed a name, so we became with a name from Brick City Wrestling because we were here in Newark,
Mhm.
and we are known as Brick City.
Oh.
So we did those two shows at Brick City Wrestling,
Mhm.
and then when I started running indoors, that's where we came up with the Ironbound Wrestling Alliance name.
Mhm.
The
Awesome.
reason I changed the Ironbound is because there is a section here in Newark called the Ironbound. So
Oh.
everybody, we were kind of boxed up to that small section in Newark, and we
Right.
don't even run there, never run there, don't even go there much. So we were kind of labeled to, oh, you guys are for Ironbound Newark. No, that's not what the name really meant. The meant when we put it together was more like a bounding of, So being that I'm a little intense myself, and everything I do is intense, intense was the right fit for it, so I didn't have to change my IWA that I love a lot.
um. Okay. So actually, we have a fan tweet. Actually, this one, it was funny. I got like some fan tweets like way after the fact. It's actually from Matt Awesome, who we've also had on the podcast as well. He's on the roster. He's actually wrestling this Saturday. So
Yes, he is.
he said, Frank, 2 questions. Why are you so cool? And then the Chancleta has a question and says, can I get a picture with you?
And that Matt is because that's why you're awesome. All right. Why am I cool? I listen. I'm. Thank you for thinking that I'm cool. You're probably one of the maybe 3 or 4 that think that I'm cool. I try to be cool, man. And the chancla, it'll be my honor to have a photo with a legendary, blessed and anointed chancla.
Yes, it's been blessed. I've seen it. It's crazy. There's a video. It got super blessed. I need a picture with the chocolate. Can I take a picture with the chancla? Like I expect a picture Saturday with a picture, with the chancla. So tell us some of your favorite wrestlers growing up, maybe in the past and like currently, any kind. It could be like in the indie scene or WWE, whatever you want.
Okay, so I mean, I grew up watching wrestling in Puerto Rico. So I was never a big WWF fan, even growing up. I know who everybody is. Obviously, they're nationwide, superstars.
Hmm.
But I was more into the Puerto Rico wrestling scene,
Hmm.
which was very popular in the 80s, 70s, 90s, like huge. So I was a big follower of them. And if I got to pick one of those legendary Puerto Rican wrestlers that I followed, I will go with Carlos Colon,
Ooh.
which everybody knows. He's even a Hall of Famer here in the WWE. He is Carlito's Cruz's dad. He owns the biggest company in Puerto Rico since the 77, I believe, something like that, until this day.
Awesome. Um, so if you can currently have any indie talent, like who would it be and why? I guess for like a future card, maybe.
Yeah, that one is a tough one, and I'll tell you why. And I know it might not sound cool, but I don't follow a lot of wrestlers, to be honest. I mean, I know I'm in the industry and I'm in the business, but I try to kind of keep my focus and what I could get my hands around
Mhm.
and what I could control. If I could have like a indie wrestler that I could bring in, and I don't know if he's even considered an indie wrestler, to be honest.
Mhm.
But I love Kenny Omega. I love his work. I love his work ethic. I love the way he does everything. Promos. He's a total package. So
Oh.
if one day this humble servant could afford somebody like that, I guess that would be the guy.
Ooh, Kenny Omega. Ooh, who would you have him go up against on your roster? I mean, you got a
You
pretty
know
awesome
what?
roster.
I have to say it, and I think you know who I'm going to mention right now. It's your husband. It will be Mr. Anthony Gangone. I would love to see that
Damn,
match.
damn, he's his ears got to be burning because the amount that I've been talking about him this weekend on people's podcasts is like insane. So I'm sorry, but I love him so much. But yeah, oh my god, take my money. Take it now, take it now. So
Definitely.
I'm gonna start like throwing like indie wrestlers at you that you need to like book going forward because oof,
Hey,
there's a lot.
alright.
That's funny. Colin from Synergy Wrestling, he said to me when he came on the podcast, he was like, I legit just book stuff for Tiffany. He's like, I get all her husbands on, and he's like, I swear, he goes, I feel like I booked just for you.
Listen, that's we got to book for what the fans want, and that's what you
Yes.
guys want. We got to try to make it happen.
um, so what is your daily routine at a wrestling show?
Oh my God.
Like, I don't think
Okay.
people realize like how much is in detail of what needs to be
Yeah,
done.
I don't think a lot of people realize also that I'm kind of a one man army.
Yeah.
When I say that is that I kind of do everything on my own. So um, days of shows, you get Frank the promoter.
Mm.
You get Frank that don't talk to me about your future with me. This is not the day to talk about that. Don't talk to me about who's doing the day you have ideas. This is not the day. The day of the shows, I get up, I load my van up, I go to the venue, and I set everything up with a couple of guys that always come and help me out. Set everything up, and I just run the show, and I'm concentrated on making sure that everybody's safe, that the fans get what they want, that the timing is perfect, the music, and just so many details to keep my eyes on. That's why you see me all over the place like a little energized bunny.
It's true. I
It's
see it, and then it's cool because I've also been able to go to other promotions and I've seen like the before, like they let fans in. So I see promoters running around like a chicken with their head off. So
absolutely. It's very, very tense that day.
oh my god, it's crazy. Our boy Chris had a fan tweet. He goes, "What's the hardest thing about running a promotion, and what's the best thing about running a promotion?"
Well, I'm gonna start with the second question. The best thing is that you get to do what you love.
Hmm.
There is no way around it. If this is everybody's living their dream as best as they are capable of doing it. So for me, it's just I love this, and I'm blessed that I'm able to do it. That's my reward. What was the other question? The first question?
He said, "What was the worst thing?"
I guess the worst will be when things don't go as planned. I'm a guy that I'm always trying to work ahead.
Yeah.
Like I'm already working in April show. Like February is already set in my head, and so when things don't go your way or things change, that affects the product and affects the way the fans leave your show. That will be the worst case scenario. That if something happens, somebody don't show up, or you got to cancel something or cut somebody short or whatever,
Right.
that might affect the quality of the product. That will be it.
Wow. It's a lot. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it with people like last minute somebody got sick or family
It happens.
emergency,
It
and then
happens all
it's
the time.
like
We are humans. Stuff happens, and you got to be ready for stuff like that.
yeah.
I have plan A all the way to Z.
That's good. That's smart. And you know what I noticed too is that I see a lot of talent too. Like they'll just be like hanging out, watching the show, and I guess like you never know, like right? It's like I hear it all the time. Bring your gear because you don't know what could happen. You could just be ready. Also, like if somebody's not there,
Number
you
one
could
rule
triple
in
that spot.
wrestling: if a talent is going to a show, bring your gear.
Yup. I've been hearing that a lot lately.
Yes.
So let's talk about Saturday. Let's talk about the 22nd, Genesis second
Yes.
anniversary. I'm so excited. What should the fans expect from this show?
Well, the fans should expect nothing less than quality and excitement. The card from top to bottom, from match 1 to match 10th, is going to be amazing. Everybody, every match has. See, here's the thing with IWA, okay? And I want to get something straight. I don't run as often as regular companies do, every month, every 2 weeks. So I don't really run stories because stories they take too long. 3 months on a story is just a lot to build, and anything could happen to any of those guys that we're not able to finish that story.
Hmm.
So what I try to do is I try to promote matches. I pair two guys up, and I like to promote those two guys fight. Not really a story behind it. It's just two great talents going at it that day.
Right.
So the card that I have put together, it's exciting from the beginning to the end, all the way from the four-way to the win it all match between JD Alpha and Karen versus the IWA Power Couple. That's not something you see a lot.
Yeah.
Both belts are in the line. If Vicky gets pinned, Nico also loses his belt. So there's a lot of stake. Also, I have this giant match that I don't know what I was thinking. I got TJ and Adam in the ring. I'm gonna have to reinforce that ring before the show.
Oh my god.
That's a lot of pounds. Those two boys are heavy hitters. And get ready, fans. Hold on to your chairs because the place might tremble a little bit.
It was scary because I was at the last show and it was a three-way with Anthony St. James, who also has been on the podcast as well, and he was getting thrown around like a rag doll. I was doing commentary, which I'm terrible at.
No, no, you did a good job. You did a good job. No, no, no.
I was nervous. I was like being a fan and trying to be objective, but hating on Anthony St. James. It's just I went heel.
But I'm talking about Anthony St. James. He's going to be the host of the show.
I know. So can I chop him?
He's coming. You know, Anthony. He's coming all the way out. So I can't wait to see that.
I gotta chop him again. So
As a host, it's going to be kind of hard unless it pisses you off, and we can make it happen.
he's gonna knock my stuff off the table of me podcasting. By the way, just so you know, NXZN is in the chat right now. He said he's
Oh
patiently
my
waiting for the
God.
stream to shut down. Shut up. And then he said, tell him he's not going to make it to April. Oh my God.
Well, the first thing I got to say is, are we safe having him on the chat? The last time you invited him, the whole thing went to shit. Your computer broke. I mean, I'm sorry. If it's safe, then I'll address him.
We're good. We're good. We're
All right,
good.
NXT, as you see, you're like a virus. You just show up unwanted, uninvited. Like, why are you here, Bobby? You had your moment already, and you messed it up. You so ugly, you broke a computer, and you know that's what happened. So listen, I'm gonna give you your 2 minutes ago. Listen, Saturday is the day. Enough with the talk. Enough with the BS. That's it, Bobby. There's nowhere to run right now.
Oh boy.
But that me and you.
Oh my God. So yes, guys, this is the match that's happening Saturday. I have the poster up for you guys to see.
I gotta elaborate a little bit on this. I'm not coming in here thinking I'm the toughest guy or that I could beat anybody up. Listen, I have taken a lot of ass whoopings in my life, okay? A lot of them. But NXCN, the problem with him is that he's used to coming into places and demanding and thinking that going in social media, running his mouth and trying to be that bully is gonna get what he wants. And like I told him in person, this is not, if you want something from me, you work for it, you earn it, and you get it. There's no other way around it. So by going to social media and being the bully that he's used to being, he picked the wrong guy. you picked a crazy Puerto Rican to do this too, puppy. All right? I'm not gonna take the shit, and that's why when I told you about the match, I made it a street fight. Why? Because I'm not a wrestler. I'm not gonna go there and do a lot of moves that the guys do. No, my objective is one thing, and get this very clear because it's the last time I'm gonna address you, is to whoop
Ooh.
your ass and teach you some
Ooh.
respect.
So this is a street
And
this is a street fight, right? This is a street fight. Like, is there anything like what is like the preparation for this fight? Like, are you like what are you prepare? Like, how are you preparing? Right? And like,
well,
what
me
do I see?
personally, I don't know how he prepares. I don't know if he prepares at all.
Mhm.
But me, there's not really a lot of preparation, Tiff. This is a street fight,
Oh
and like I
man.
said, this is my world.
Oh boy.
I've been in 1,000 fights. I have got my ass whooped, and I also given it. So it is what it is. Just be smart.
Okay,
Just be smart.
he
I'm
said he's
telling you
got
at the end.
something he wants to say to you.
And everything could happen.
He's in the chat. He said he's got something he wants to say to you. He wants to be added to this call. Like I don't know. Like are you okay with it?
You are the boss. I have no problem with
All
that.
right, let's get him in here. Let's see what he's got to say. Like I'm getting excited. I need to see what's going on this Saturday. Oh boy, are you coming
Is
on,
it
Nick, or you
Doug-
broke the computer? He broke Skype.
Doug Mog, I see him.
Oh
I
my,
heard you. I heard you.
oh my God.
Look like that to me while I'm listening to you? You understand what you're getting yourself into, old man? You have no idea what you're in store for.
Hold on. Go ahead.
What did you call me? You called me a bully? You say I demand everything? The only thing I demand is respect, and I think I've earned it. Because I put
Hold on, wait, hold on. Respect is like money. You earn it. Nobody gives it to you for free. Go ahead.
That's right. I have earned it.
Yeah.
Right? Let's talk, you and I. We haven't spoken since you screwed me at crossing the line. Let's
See
talk.
that eliminated twice from a rumble? That's embarrassing. Go ahead.
I wouldn't have gotten eliminated in the first place if it wasn't for you screwing up. So you have a lot to answer for. And I'm going to punish you in ways you never thought possible.
Ooh. That sounds so gay. Dude,
Wow.
don't be trying some gay shit with me. I'm sorry. Yo, I swear to God, I'll slap the shit out of you.
I'm worried about you, Pink. I'm worried.
You should be. See?
Yeah.
Now you're
No,
using your head.
I'm not worried because of you. I'm worried for you. And most importantly, I'm worried about what family. What's going to happen to you on Saturday? What's going to happen? You're going to be taken out of there in an ambulance. That's what's going to happen.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I'm willing to take that chance.
Yeah? You
Absolutely.
might be the dumbest son of a bitch I've ever met in my life.
You haven't seen nothing yet, son.
Yeah, let me ask you something. What is this this thing you got going on? This accent, is it real? Are you using it? Are you using it like a gimmick? What were you born in the mean streets of Puerto Rico and you think you got it all figured out?
%, and this is how I talk.
Oh, that's how you talk, huh? So it's not a gimmick. The rice and beans not a gimmick, huh? That's you every day of your life, huh? Is your thing that you love Puerto Rico? Okay, let me ask you something. Okay, do I look Puerto Rican to you?
Watch what yourself. Huh?
Do I look Puerto Rican to you?
No.
Well, guess what? I am Puerto Rican, right? I'm not as Puerto Rican as you, no. But just yesterday, I had a delicious pernil, right?
And what?
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
You sound so white when you say pernil. I had a pernil. The hell is that, bro? Pernil.
Look at you.
It's pernil.
You're going to hone in on the imperfections of my Puerto Rican accent, right?
Go ahead, man. You too, right. Yo, I'm having fun.
Okay, Saturday. I'm going to crush your windpipe. You hear me?
Oh, my God. That sounds gay again.
Is it with you? No, I just meant I'm going to hit you with my pipe. No, hold on.
Oh, dude.
No.
Tiff, kick him out, please. Kids are watching, dude. What are you doing?
What the heck?
Frightening me, man.
NXN,
You're
dude.
you're annoying me now.
Wow.
Listen, NXN, Saturday, me and you, we're going to dance salsa, okay?
Oh, shit, talk about sounding gay. Yeah, sure. No, yeah. You know what? Enough of the games, Frank. You can make all the
Okay.
jokes you want,
Let's
but on
get serious.
Saturday, this is my world. Okay? This is my world. You're just
It
living
is
it.
your- Yes.
Yeah.
And this guest is going to walk in your world and slap the shit out of you. How's that?
When I'm finished with you Saturday, the IWA will belong to me.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
Your whole world come crumbling down.
Ooh, scared.
You don't stand a
I
chance.
can't wait. I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm excited
Dude.
for this match.
I'm
And I-
45 years old. I've been waiting to kick somebody's ass for the last 3 or 4 years, Poppy. I'm ready.
We don't have to wait.
No?
We don't have to wait.
Let's
They
do
call
this.
it a fight, right?
You know where to find me? You know exactly where to find me.
Yeah, that's right. I do.
You know?
I know where you'll be. I know everywhere you go. You're
I
not.
know. Anytime, any place. Come at me, baby. I said that since the beginning. Come at me.
Giving you your space. I've been giving you time to get ready. But I could have had this fight done a long time ago. Right? It would have been my show on Saturday. It would be me hosting it. It would be me in the main event. No, I gave you time to prepare. So this Saturday I can publicly take everything from you.
I tell you what, that's a lot of promises that you're not going to be able to keep.
You made it a street fight. Right? You did this to yourself.
Is there any secret weapons going on here? Like anything's
There's
being
all
brought?
kinds of weapons.
I'm not gonna tell Frank about my secret weapon. No. Frank don't even need to know about that. See, Frank's gonna see this hand and this hand. I can't hold the camera and show you both hands. So every time I'm hitting Frank, I'm gonna be thinking about when he said NXZN is eliminated from the battle royal when I went under the bottom rope. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to run a wrestling show from the ground up. Okay.
From the ground up. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna put
Okay.
you.
Anything else you want to promise me? It's a whole lot of promises, and okay, I'm gonna promise you only one thing.
What's that?
You will not walk out of Nutley the same way you walk in.
Yeah. I already knew that. I'm gonna be a better person after Saturday.
And
More
you will.
ready.
Absolutely.
I'm going to sleep like a baby.
I'll put you to sleep like a baby, yes.
Ooh. Oh. Harsh words. Oh. I can almost hear your bones cracking when you.
See, this is the problem with these kids. No manners. And I have to come and teach manners. You're not even my kid. But I tell you what, son, on Saturday, I will school you on how to properly talk to a man.
Okay, let me ask you. You think if I was your son, you'd be able to teach me some respect? So
I'll beat it into you.
do
Just
I
like I'm going to do on Saturday.
person to respect authority? No, I never have been. I always did everything my way. I get it done right.
And where the have gotten you? Nowhere, right? Okay.
Yeah, this Saturday, I get to do something that people only dream of. I'm gonna end your career as a wrestler and a promoter.
All right. Let's do this then. I'm ready.
Yeah, you ready? We'll see.
I'm ready.
We'll see.
I'm ready, sweetheart.
Oh boy. I'm ready for
Happy
this match.
Valentine's Day.
I feel like I have to bring a first aid kit.
Hey, So what do you think, Tiff? What do you think about this chaos?
I don't know. I'm keeping my mouth
You
shut.
called me a virus before?
Listen, I'm gonna put Tiff on the spot on here. Tiff, who do you think is gonna win?
No, don't put that on me. I'm just
That's
gonna
okay.
sit.
You
No,
don't,
I'm just gonna
you
sit.
don't have no. You don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that.
Nope.
Even though the world already knows who's gonna win, but it is what it is.
That hesitation. She didn't want to tell you that she thought I was going to win, obviously.
There's really no winners in a match like this. By the way, there's only a survivor.
Ooh.
I can't wait. You're making it hard for me. No, I can't say things like that around you now.
Yes, please stop with the gay shit, Bobby. Come on.
Going to end your career, and there's nothing funny about that.
You know what? I wish I could say I'm gonna end your career, but you don't have one. I'm just gonna end you.
Ooh, yeah. No, I'm kind of struggling lately. Yeah, I got a bit of a rough spot I got myself into, but that's all because of me.
He lost.
Yeah, no, I take accountability for my actions. I know what happens when you do the shit that I do. I know what happens. And look, this Saturday, you gave me the best opportunity I've ever been given in my career. You're gonna give me a street fight against the one man who wronged me. You're gonna give me a chance at revenge. You made the smartest and the stupidest decision simultaneously.
You know what?
I'm gonna reward you for your brilliance, but I'm gonna punish you for your stupidity.
So you're telling me that we both got something here in common. See, I'm learning a little bit about you. Because now you're thinking that I'm owe you something because I screwed you. I don't know in what. You're delusional as shit. Because I didn't screw you on anything. You just got thrown out twice, which is embarrassing on a Rumble. All right, by the way. So you got payback versus me. And I want to teach you a few things because you run your mouth too much. So see, now we got something in common.
Okay. Yeah, if that's what you think. Let me ask you something. You think that's where the similarities end?
Besides that, you're bold and got a beard like me, I don't know what else.
Okay, I'm like half your age. I've got twice your stamina. I'm going to wrestle circles around you, old man.
Hey,
A street.
you don't have what I have, brother. Okay, you have not been where I have been. You have not fought what I have fought.
Pissing me off, Frank. Is that what you aspire to do in this world? You want to piss me off? I'm not the only one pissed
as
off.
quick as I can.
I'm not the only one you piss. But I may be the worst.
I'm gonna tell you this, but I know you. Don't be brilliant. Don't be cheating and bringing no special nothing. This is me and you. All right. This is me and you. You could use any weapon you want, but keep it between me and you.
Okay. All right.
All right.
That's all you want? It's just me and you?
Don't forget that if you start bringing people, I'm going to have a lot of my buddies there sitting down from Newark. And those are motherfuckers you don't want to piss off, Papi. Remember that.
If you bring anybody to this street fight, I'm just going to do to them the same thing I'm going to do to you. And I'm going to lay them out.
Again, with the gay stuff. Why do you want to lay out my friends? To do what? You're sick up here, Nexian. Get some help.
Pissing me off, Frank.
Tiff, again, back to some important stuff. So what can we talk about besides Nexian? Because this is already boring.
You got a lot of nerve, Frank.
Oh my god. We should talk about the show, I guess.
Well, talk about the show. Nexian, what match are you looking forward to seeing on Saturday?
You know exactly what match I'm looking forward to seeing.
Oh, you're not going to see that one. All you're going to see is my fist coming to you. Ba, 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 and that's it.
The match isn't even going to go that long, man. Everything you have up here is a delusion. Saturday is going to be a blur for you. You're going to wake up on Sunday, if that, and you're going to wonder what happened. I'm going to have to...
So is this going to be like the end of all? Like... I don't know. You guys gonna like any final words to each other? Like,
so well, my final words to NXCN is go to church, communicate with God, go to your family, tell them how much you love them because you don't know if you're going to see them again. Wash your ass because I don't want no stinky ass in the ring, and I'll see you Saturday.
Words to live by, right? Everybody coming on Saturday should wash themselves. That's right. But let me ask you something. Final words. Let me ask you something. You said you're learning something about me. You're finally learning something about me. And I think if you knew anything about me, you'd be ready for this match on Saturday. But do you think that you're actually gonna be ready for this match on Saturday?
I'm ready, baby.
All right. You wouldn't have to learn anything about me if your ears were open and your eyes were open. But soon, they'll both be wired shut.
I think it's done, Tiff, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, I guess.
Finish your business. Finish your business. I'm out of here. Screw
Hi,
both.
NXCCN.
Deuces.
Know my name. Say it right.
That
Bye,
guy.
Nikki boy.
That guy.
I'm out of here. Peace.
Wow. Wow.
That was fun.
Yeah, you're a mess. I mean, I have a few more questions before we end the podcast.
Sure, go ahead. Go for it. Go
All
for it.
right, let's get back to. I have a few more questions. Has there anybody that you wanted to book but never got the chance to book that kind of like went to like a major promotion, like maybe somebody that went to like WWE or, I mean, I know you talked about Kenny Omega before. Um, maybe somebody else.
Actually, yeah. I mean, that was at the beginning when I was starting to run, so it was like a more of a dream than anything because I know I couldn't make it happen.
Mhm.
But before he got signed, I always like to have Ricochet in my company.
Ooh. He's so
But-
good in the ring. So talented. Oh, hey,
Yep.
you never know. Maybe, like you said, maybe something could happen later down
Actually,
the line.
to be
You
honest
know?
with you, I'm big into mass wrestling and the mystery of not knowing who they are.
Mhm.
So I really love the persona that he was doing in Lucha Underground, Prince Puma.
Oh, okay, okay. Very good. So is there any like match style that you wouldn't book, or is there any worker that you would do anything to book for your promotion?
Matches that I wouldn't book, and it's just I'm not a fan of it. And I know some people are not criticizing anyone or any promotion that do this type of match.
Mhm.
Everybody does whatever they need to do to live their dreams, like I said before. I don't use those, don't like the matches with the light bulbs and
Oh, light tubes.
jumping. Yeah, and jumping off of a forklift into the middle of an avenue, and
You don't
I
like
don't see
you
the
don't like
seal.
the death matches. That's what you don't like.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. I think it's a little bit too much.
Mhm.
But again, don't criticize whoever does it. I think they're brave as shit, actually.
Yeah, there's a lot of great promotions. I mean, look, there's always to anybody like listening to this podcast. There's always some sort of what's the word? There's always different types of wrestling that you can be into, and of course, like GCW is one that's very into like death matches, and even me, like I get very skittish with some of it.
Right.
But I
And I
love
know
light
it's
tubes. But I love
it's a
light
popular thing. There's a lot of fans that love it. Like legit, there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
In my shows, as you notice, because you've been to a lot of them,
Mhm.
I try to bring a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I got the heavy hitters, I have the high flyers, I have the old school type wrestling, I have a street fight, I have the luchadors. So I try to mix a little bit of everything for the fans.
Yeah, I love it. It's great. It's a fun time. It's a fun promotion. You got a little bit of everything, which is nice. And I know like a lot of the people on your card. So that was the funny thing is like the first time that I came to your promotion, because of the fact that I've gone to BWF, like I knew a lot of the people from there on your card. So, but it's
Right,
true like
right.
what you said that there's a lot, you get a little bit of everything, and I'm excited because I know that you booked the match that I kind of asked for in the upcoming. It's April, correct?
On April, I know,
Yes.
on April, I got you.
I've been wanting to see our boy Leroy Green, who's been on the podcast as well. I gotta get him back on the podcast. He wants to come back on. It's so hard because there's so many wrestlers and promoters and referees and that I want to come on the podcast, and there's just not enough time. But I'll get to everybody. But Leroy and
One time, we all gotta wait our turns.
yeah, Leroy and Mantis, I'm so looking forward to.
That's
Um,
gonna be a great match. I don't know Leroy personally,
yeah.
but I obviously watch his highlights and all that, and I believe it's gonna be an amazing match.
Yeah, him and I feel like Mantis are gonna be like a perfect fit. So it's funny because I know apparently like they've wrestled before, but I told Leroy, I said if I didn't see it, it didn't happen. So
Right, right. Same here. That's my theory.
yeah, you know what? Because there's so many promotions. I mean, you already got a Jersey. There's a million promotions in Jersey. It's crazy. I mean, I've been to so many different
That's,
promotions. It's insane.
there's a lot of us out here.
And you never know like the mix, like what you're gonna see. Like you said, you haven't seen like Leroy personally, and I followed him a lot as well. And I love Leroy, and Mantis is great. So I'm looking forward to that. But so actually, I have a question that I think is actually really good because I think also like a lot of amateur and new wrestlers, like they always want some advice of like putting themselves out there. Like, what are you looking for, for wrestlers? Like, how would somebody get in touch with you if they would love to get booked by you?
Okay, I'm glad you brought this up. I get a lot of inboxes in the IWA page, and like I said, I'm a one man army, so I run that page myself. So it depends. I as a professional, I'm a manager where I'm at. I work. I've always been a manager. I dealt with groups and team leaders, and so it's the way that you approach. Some guys just hit me up. Hey, what's up? I want to work next show. Like, dude, if you're looking for work and if you're looking for work, you don't go to the manager and say, yo, I want to work here. Hi, my name is so and so. I'm looking for this. I could provide this to the company. Tell me what you could bring to the table instead of asking what can I provide for you. That will be the biggest um, advice that I could give the young talent that I trying to get into IWA. When you contact the page, please give me a resume. Tell me who you are. Tell me your background, where you come from. Very important. Who trained you? Okay, I don't use anyone, just anyone. You got to be trained by a professional wrestler on a reputable school. Taking seminars with different WWE legends for an hour before shows is not considered being trained in my book. So if you come from a reputable school that could back you up, that is the for sure way to get into IWA.
Awesome. That's great advice. I feel like I hear it a lot from a lot of wrestlers, and that they talk about putting themselves out there, and it's always nice to hear on the promoter side, because there are a lot of wrestlers that do also listen to my
Putting
podcast.
themselves out there, if given the opportunity by a company, even if you're not on the main poster, and even if the promoter doesn't make you a match card, but you know that you are booked on that show, please make it your habit to share the show. Let people know that you are going to be there performing as you. You need to sell your character to the fans so the fans could follow and see you where you're going to be working. So don't get too stressed. Oh, I'm not on the main poster. I'm not in the best match. The simple fact that you are part of a show should be enough motive for you to start pushing that show. Like if you're the main event guy.
Yeah, and the fans are so important as this as well because even me, like being big fans of a lot of the wrestlers, like I push their stuff because I enjoy them and I want to promote and I want to help as much as I can, and that's what I do. Even like with doing these interviews for the podcast, is I want to put you guys out there. If I like you, I like you. I don't care if you're a heel. I don't care if you're a baby face. I don't care. If I like you, I like you because I like a lot of heels. So, but I always love to share, like I want to know, like there's wrestlers that don't put their stuff out. And it's like sometimes I message some of the wrestlers, like, I want to come support you. Where are you going next? So it's also, I feel like, important because I've had that as well as a fan that I've been rude to from wrestlers. And I'm like, dude, I like your style. I like your look. I want to support you. Like,
Yeah, unfortunately, some people, like that. They take their character to the extreme. But yeah, I believe heel or not heel, babyface heels. If you got fans interested in you, keep working, keep that interest going.
yeah, because there's a lot of people that like heels. I'm definitely a huge fan of heels, right? Gangone is a heel, most part. And like
Hmm.
I'm a huge fan of Gangone. And obviously I've had him on the podcast. So it's like I've talked to him, and but like I said, I've had wrestlers that have been rude to me. And I get it, like, when you're in the ring, and I get it, like, when you're out there. But, like, after a show, I've had that, for instance, of, like, after a
Hmm.
show where people have been a little bit rude to me. And it's like, oh, okay. Like, like, you're off the clock now. Like, I just
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
talk
yeah.
to
Like,
you.
relax,
Like,
dude. Like the show's over. Like, But again, there's people that's just the character. That's just the way they are behind the scenes
yeah.
and in front of the public. That's just some people like that.
MJF is one. He stays in character all the damn time. It's
Yep,
crazy.
yep.
It's just crazy. But I mean, like I always tell and I preach it, support indie wrestling, man. Like it's booming. It's insanely booming right now. I mean,
So
it's nuts.
definitely excited to have you and Ray on Saturday doing the podcast. I think that's gonna be amazing.
I'm
I
excited.
think you. I think the work. I mean, the wrestlers are gonna love it. Everybody's gonna get exposure. You guys, I think it's great for everyone, and we thank you so much for considering us on being part of our show.
No, thank you. I mean, I love it. It's just like I love your promotion. I love the roster. I mean, so I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited to share with the fans. I mean, I have my fan base and everything, and like I love it. And actually, people have tweeted at me. They were like they wanted to see more of me doing interviews at actual shows. So this is going to be the first one for me at an
Really,
actual
awesome.
show. So I'm really excited for this because this is something that the guys want because they like even even like you I'll see you Saturday and then we'll have an interview or whatever. But I like that I could like come in and like talk to you like during or before or after like matches as well. So
That
I
was
love
awesome. Love
providing
it. I
this for
love
all you
it.
guys. So thank you again. Like we're excited. We're excited. We're bringing people. So tell them once again, like where this is gonna be. I have the poster here, guys, but tell them
All
where
right,
like they
this
can
is
go and how much and
this is in Nutley, New Jersey, 150 Chestnut Street, Nutley, New Jersey, Knights of Columbus. We opening the doors at 6 o'clock. Bell time is 6:30. We got a pack card. We have 10 matches that you guys are gonna enjoy from the beginning to the end, and a lot of surprises. I'll leave it there. If anybody's been to one of my shows, there's always unexpected something that's gonna happen that is unexpected, and it will happen.
it will. I might chop Anthony St. James again.
Anthony St. James got a tough job. He's got to put your table over a lot.
You hear that, Anthony St. James? I don't care, or I would chop you again. Okay? Okay? Anyway, Frank, tell everybody else like where you're at, where they can find you. I put like the links below for Instagram and the Facebook, but if like they want to like follow you like on the social media, like where can they follow you?
That's what we have. We have the Facebook page. We have the Instagram, and that's the two tools that I use. Like I said, because it's only me, I try not to get into a lot of accounts like Twitter and. But for now, that's what we have. We also have a YouTube account that you can find the link in our Intense Wrestling Alliance Facebook page.
Perfect, guys. Just search it up. You're gonna find it, and again, the links are down below, so you can click it. So I guess that's gonna wrap up our interview, unless there's anything else that you know.
No, again, just want to humbly thank you for the opportunity. And I was scared because I didn't think I was going to go that long, and we're into 50 minutes already, so I could talk.
I told you, like you don't realize once you start going that. But no,
I
it's
realize
good.
it now. Well, thank you, Tiff. I'll see you on Saturday.
Awesome. Thank you guys for listening once again.
Thank you,
Make sure
guys.
you give us a
Appreciate all
like.
of you.
And then check it out, guys. Check it out Saturday. And make sure that you're subscribed to the Holds Bar Network so you can see all the content of what's going to happen on February 22nd. So I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good night.
Hi, everyone.